for all the latest news when it comes to Arizona men's basketball, along with all the play-by-play action. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
The Colorectal Cancer Alliance is a one-stop resource you can trust. Go straight there. Just get to the website.
Go to the Alliance. Go to colorectalcancer.org.
Live from the CNWT.
From the what? Central Northwest Tucson, duh.
It's DK on the Sports Tip with your host, David Kelly.
Radio. Just when I thought I was out, they drug me back in.
Featuring J.W. Madden.
Don't tell me about flip-flops, man. I'm a native.
And Cricket getting you home with traffic and weather.
Camp on Melt Lemon, not in the left lane on the freeway.
Here we go! And now, a man who has not one, but three first names, David Scott Kelly.
Here's the windup. The 1-2 coming to Stewart. Swinging a ground ball into third. Brito backhands, throws to first. In time! It's over! The four-peat is complete! Oklahoma beats Texas 8-4. They sweep the series, and the Oklahoma Sooners are the first team ever to win 4 straight softball national championships. 2021, 2022, 2023, and now 2024. The OU dynasty stands alone in softball history for a 4th straight year. The Oklahoma Sooners have won the Women's College World Series.
As you heard it right here on Wildcats Radio 1290, courtesy of the Arizona alum Ryan Radke. The softball season has come to an end, and once again, the Sooners stand on top. It has been an unbelievable century for that program. They had not won a national championship prior to the turning of the 21st century, but since that time, they have been stacking them pretty nicely. Got won right off the bat in 2000. Then it got a little light there. You know, Arizona came back into the picture, won a few of their own. But since 2013, six titles, 13, 16, 17. And as you heard Ryan Radke say there, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Runners up in 12 and 19. 7 titles now in this century for the Oklahoma Sooners on the softball field. A little bit of a tighter game. Well, maybe really not. It was tight for a while, but not so much at the end. Let's hear all the highlights from last night.
Here's Pickering. And the first pitch to her. Swinging a high drive. Deep into left. Dayton is back at the wall. It is gone. Into the front row of the bleachers. Cassidy Pickering homers for a second consecutive game. And Oklahoma has taken a 2-1 lead on the long ball by the freshman Pickering. Swinging a one-hopper to second base. Under the glove of Hodge into right center. In to score is Caden Henry, and Texas has taken a 3-2 lead. Here's the windup, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a drive into right center. That's down for a hit. That's going to the wall. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. Here comes Riley Boone. They all come in to score. Sanders at second base. A bases clearing double. And Oklahoma has taken a 5-3 lead. Here's the windup by Gutierrez, the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a line drive, right field base hit. 1 run will score. Sanders around third. She gets the stop sign, but Riley Boone crosses home plate. It is 6 for Oklahoma in the bottom of the 6th, courtesy of the RBI single from Jada Coleman. They'll be on the move. The 3-2 pitch to Ella Parker. Swung on. Line drive, center field base hit. That's going to score 2. Sanders is in. Hodge is in. Parker to second. Coleman around to third. Oklahoma has taken an 8-4 lead in the 6th. The 1-2 coming to Stewart. Swinging a ground ball into third. Brito backhands. Throws to first. In time. It's over. The four-peat is complete. Oklahoma beats Texas 8-4. They sweep the series, and the Oklahoma Sooners are the first team ever to win 4 straight softball national championships.
Yep. They dominate. They dominate for sure. I mentioned that they won that first one in the year 2000. And then the Pac-12 took over again. Of course, Arizona, that famed team in 2001, the Jenny Finch team with Erica Hansen and all of those young ladies, gave it back to the Pac-12 in Arizona. Then it was a run. I mean, the Pac-10 continued to dominate softball for the next 10 years with multiple champions. California won it in 2002. UCLA won it in 3 and 4. Michigan stuck their heads in 2005. Of course, Arizona in 6 and 7. Arizona State in 2008. Washington in 2009. UCLA again in 2010. Arizona State again in 2011. And then the SEC arrived. Alabama winning their first title, the first title for the SEC in 2012. And that was kind of the beginning of the turning of the pendulum away from the Pac-12 conference. Only one Pac-12 team has won a title since 2011, the UCLA Bruins, when they won it in 2019. Ever since then, it's been Big 12, SEC, and you can sprinkle in the one title that Florida State won for the ACC. The West is no longer queen of college softball.
8 for Oklahoma.
Yeah. Oh, it's 8 titles.
Yeah, so the 2001 was their first.
I can't count.
It's fine. The eighth was last night, tying Arizona for second place behind UCLA. But what if I told you, DK, doing the quick math here, 7 out of the last 11, right? So Oklahoma won their second title in 2013.
Yeah.
And now they're at 8. So, I mean, Oklahoma won in 2013, 16, 17, and then these last 4 seasons in a row.
Right.
So 7 national championships in the last 11 seasons for the Sooners.
It's nuts. It's nuts for sure. But they are, again, that's a dynasty. They have built a dynasty. Patty Gasso has done an unbelievable job of doing that. We're going to talk to Ryan Radke. He is going to join us in this hour. We'll get his thoughts on what he witnessed. I think he said he'd done the last 5 Women's College World Series, so he has seen it. He has seen this run, this incredible run firsthand by the Oklahoma Sooners. We'll get his thoughts on it and where this game goes from here. Unbelievable crowds in Oklahoma City this week. I mean, when you look out there, and we talked about it earlier this week, about could we potentially, would there ever be a possibility that we'd see this event played somewhere else? But with the unbelievable crowds that they continue to pull in there to Hall of Fame Stadium, I just don't know. I don't know if you're going to see this particular event moving away from Oklahoma City, just like I doubt we'll see baseball anytime in the near future moving away from Omaha. We were kind of laughing about it in a meeting this morning here about how I was saying how we've covered for the first time in I don't know, ever maybe, we aired the Women's College World Series here on Wildcats Radio 1290, and I was like, yeah, the first game we aired started in a rain delay. And I was like, whose idea was it to put 2 national championships right in the middle of Tornado Alley of Oklahoma and Nebraska? But that is what we have. We will not be airing the men's college World Series. I could get into the dynamics of that, but I won't. Awesome to have the women's college
How
World
many
Series here.
titles in a row before competitive imbalance becomes a thing because your university is located 35 miles away from the venue where the national championship is held? Is the real question.
I think it's already the scales of imbalance have already tipped there. I would think.
Real quick, while you were talking just now about Pac-12, getting some in the early 2000s, but maybe being in a bit of a drought, just so listeners are aware, since COVID, I'll just go back to the 2021 season. In the College World Series 2021, you had UCLA and Arizona representing the conference. 2022, UCLA, Arizona, Oregon State. 2023, Stanford, Washington, Utah representing the conference. And just this season, Stanford and UCLA were both there as well. So there have been at least 2 Pac-12 teams in the College World Series during these 4 years that Oklahoma has won it. They just haven't been able to get over that final hump.
And as J-Dub mentioned, Oklahoma now tied with Arizona for the second most NCAA titles in softball. Arizona and Oklahoma 8. UCLA still on top at 12. And then you have to go all the way down to Arizona State, Florida, and Texas A&M with 2 each. And Texas A&M hasn't won a national title since 1987. So that's there's not a lot of parity there.
So it looks like 41. So that's 41 total College World Series championships have been awarded.
Mm-hmm.
And between UCLA, Arizona, and Oklahoma, they have 28.
Right.
28 out of the 41 are from those 3 schools.
You look at some of these names. Cal State Fullerton won a title in 86. Fresno State, a title in 98. Those schools probably can't even get to Oklahoma City now with the emergence of the SEC. But it'll be interesting to see how it kind of plays out down the line. And if we begin to see more schools with an opportunity to win a national championship in softball. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. I mentioned Ryan Radke will join us today. Matt Moreno from Rivals.com. We'll talk some college football with Matt Moreno. We're going to dive into Game 1 of the NBA Finals. By the time I even looked up last night, the Mavericks were in a deep hole, down 20 points. I was like, holy mackerel.
They actually did make a nice push there, end of second, beginning of third, cut it to 8. But Celtics quickly went on an 11-0 run right after they cut it to 8. So, yeah, that was definitely – there's a lot of stats to pull out of that game I'm sure we'll have a chance to talk about. But Celtics were highly motivated and very focused to get that win at home.
So now that softball is over, all that's left is baseball and track and field in terms of the collegiate athletic calendar. Arizona track, they're not done yet in Eugene. They've got a couple of things happening tonight. Sir Jonathan Sims will compete in the triple jump, and the U of A 4x100 team will compete as well. We'll talk a little bit about them because they really got off the other night in the semifinals. We'll talk to you and tell you what they did. Joined now, though, by the third member of our program, Cricket. It is the
weekend.
Woo!
Finally.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
We have reached the weekend finally. And, of course, it's going to be hot. Going to be hot. I think there's a pool day in my future on Sunday. And so we'll find out what else we've got going on this weekend here in Southern Arizona. Hopefully some things that people can do to stay cool, Miss Cricket.
We're hoping. Well, tonight you can get in air conditioning at the U of A Flandreau Science Center and Planetarium. Tonight, the Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon laser show, which is really super cool. You can check that out. Tomorrow night is the first night of the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum. They kick off their cool summer nights every Saturday night through the end of August. Also tomorrow night, Summer Safari Nights at Reed Park Zoo every Saturday night through August 10th. And I have a secret.
Ooh.
I have a secret.
Cricket's got secrets.
I do. I have tickets for the Summer Safari Nights at Reed Park Zoo coming
There you
up
go.
sometime today. I'm going to be a little mysterious, as you guys like to say. Also on a Sunday
You're
night.
always mysterious.
I'm a something. I'm something. I'll tell you. I'm something. Sunday night, Joan Jett opening up for Alanis Morissette in Phoenix at the Talking Stick Resort.
Wow. Alanis Morissette is touring this summer?
She is.
I did not know that.
There's a really cool
That's
mashup.
a little ironic, right?
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
Don't you think?
Don't you think? Just if you like Alanis Morissette and Joan Jett, there's a really cool mashup of. It's called "I Hate Myself for Loving You Oughta Know." So it's Joan Jett, Alanis Morissette mashed up together.
That's awesome.
It is not radio appropriate and it is not safe for work.
You seem to like those not radio appropriate mashups. You were listening. What was it to? Eminem, one of Eminem's new songs a couple days ago. That was not appropriate for radio either.
I probably listened to that like 30 times the day that I found it. I was like, yes, this is not appropriate.
Yeah, I didn't even know that Eminem had a new record out until Cricket told me. She's just dropping all the exciting information there. All right, so that sounds like fun if you can get up and see Alanis Morissette.
June 13th, 1995 is when Jagged Little Pill came out.
Is that right?
June
Wow.
13th,
I remember.
1995.
Yeah,
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yep,
Yeah.
I was in my first year doing AA baseball in 1995. That was a huge album that summer.
Big time. Yeah.
I was living in North Carolina at the time, where you had to you had to buy a membership if you wanted to go to a bar. It was really weird.
Wait,
I've been to places like that. Yeah, Salt Lake's like that. Yeah.
Really? That's a thing?
Yeah, I don't know if it's still a thing, but it was 1995.
Yeah.
It's like you'd have a membership just to go out.
It's not like there's dry counties still in this country.
Yeah.
You know, White County, Arkansas is a dry county, but they're not quite, quote, dry, but you do have to either be a member or know somebody to get sponsored in order to go to a bar. Yeah.
It wasn't like difficult to do though. It wasn't like it was like something like where they were trying to keep people out. It was just semantics. I always said it was logistics.
Interesting.
But yeah, crazy stuff down there in the South. All right, getting you home every 20 minutes on the 5. She'll be back with a whole lot more coming up. Full show today. It's Cricket.
And from the O'Reilly Chevrolet Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio, 1290 Traffic and Weather together. Crashes reported River and Craycroft and River Road, expect some slowing there. River and La Cañada, a hit and run. And to the southwest side, Valencia and Midvale Park, a collision also at Park and Irvington. 73, the low tonight. Excessive heat warning until 8 this evening, by the way. 104 tomorrow, a little cool off, only 100 on Sunday, and 109 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 Traffic and Weather together.
This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your go-to destination for nonstop entertainment. Play for fun and play for free at ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
DK on the Sports Tip, 3 to 6 weekdays.
Working on my hockey lingo.
You're
my
doing that.
jargon.
You're learning quick.
Do you know what icing is?
I love icing. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, it's the best part of hockey, isn't it?
Don't miss out on all the fun.
Searching HVAC near here.
Right here, ma'am. How can we help?
Wow, nobody local? Huh.
Wait, what? We are an HVAC company literally in your neighborhood. Why is she not seeing us?
Just all the big chains. Well, it is what it is.
What in the... Can you not see us?
Nope, they can't see you. Because you're buried deep in the list of local HVAC providers. You are invisible online. Introducing Cumulus Boost. Get a boost, get found, get on the map. Learn more at cumulusboost.com.
My heat and air, we're in a state of disrepair.
Is it hot in here or is it just me?
Honey, I always think you're hot, but it's June, and we all know it's going to get hot in Tucson. It doesn't have to be hot in our house.
Honey, you should call Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. They have the solutions for us.
For all your air conditioning needs, call today, 520-492-0748.
Or visit us at picturerockscooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing.
TFCU Gives supports local organizations who help those in need. We take pride in giving back and believe that we are stronger when we all pitch in to help one another. Sister Jose Women's Center is dedicated to uplifting all women in our community by providing a welcoming and safe environment for women experiencing homelessness. TFCU invites you to join us in partnering with Sister Jose Women's Center. Learn more about Sister Jose at www.sisterjose.org.
They say health is wealth, and I could not agree more. That's why if you or somebody in your life is living with everyday aches and pains, I want to tell you about Relief Factor. And I'm telling you, I can feel the difference. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that helps fight pain naturally. Naturally. Now that's a big deal. Developed by doctors. Relief Factor's unique formula of ingredients all work together to help support your body's response to inflammation. Instead of masking pain for a couple of hours, Relief Factor actually helps reduce or even eliminate your pain for good. Whether it's neck, back, joint, or muscle pain, if you're looking to feel better, live better, give Relief Factor a try. In 3 weeks, you will know if it's working because you'll feel it. For instance, I was sent Relief Factor to try, and I've been taking it every single day. I'll tell you what, I feel the difference every day. Go to ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. Save on your first order. Don't let pain tell you how to live. Fight back naturally with Relief Factor. These products and statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
Tired of dry, itchy skin? Have mineral buildup at every faucet. Ram Plumbing's affordable, green, eco-friendly water softener and alkalized purification systems are built right here in our great state of Arizona and use a fraction of the wastewater as their competitors. Want soft water, non-chlorinated, or the best alkalized drinking water? You can trust Ram Plumbing to be your one-stop shop. Ask about their Water Taste Challenge. 40th year anniversary savings, up to $500 off water systems and $40 off any service. If your plumbing's in trouble, call Ram on the double.
This Father's Day, the Home Depot has same-day delivery on the perfect gift to help Dad be everything he can be. Because your dad is more than just a dad. He's groundskeeper of the yard, the perfecter of the patio, and the cleaner of the clippings. Let the Home Depot help power Dad's doing with the convenience and gas-like power of Milwaukee cordless outdoor tools. Plus, get up to $150 off select Milwaukee tools. For everything Dad is, find the perfect gift at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Order select and stock items by 4 p.m. subject to availability.
The smarter way to clean your floors. It's time to make the swap. Swiffer Power Mop.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. The solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket, and the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into grout.